Alright, hello. My name is Tim. Gamer tag or just general usernames can be Timmer123456369. I am recording this purely to make some content and practice editing. So I'm going to go ahead and load up some games, play through them a bit, see if I can come up with some reviews, some interesting content for me to play around with and see what I can create out of nothing but my computer, a mouse and a keyboard, and perhaps an Xbox 360 controller, because I use it to drive in games, because it's easier than using WASD or arrow keys. Right.
Hello, Timothy. Your car is ready and waiting.
Hello, thank you, random lady. Right, I'm going to do one of my favourite races just to get back into it. Yokohama. Open wheel, JRC. Love this game because it has so many different vehicles and styles of driving, from drifting to open wheel street racing like this. This is the crash in the first corner. You can see that there's already a car going out of line. It's not facing the right direction, which isn't very good for a race car. And just using the trigger, you can so lightly, gently touch on it. You can make beautiful things with this replay system. But that original car that was all the way back there is now being carried along by the force of the other cars. Just heading off, probably into one of the shipping containers, maybe off into the sea, to that nice little... There's a little boat there. It's quite nice and pretty. Yep, that tyre came off that car. Gonna move on to the next race, just to show off the game some more. This is another one of my favourite races, because it's a demolition derby. Half the point of the race is crashing into other people to screw them up. Normally it's very frowned upon, unless you're in GTA. Apparently it's the norm, which gets frustrating if you try to race clean. But this game gives you a great demolition derby. I'm going to try and play 5 laps. I'm going to try and crash into as many people as I can. I'm going to suck from the back. That blue car, green yellow car on the left, his tail end. Hit that little fence coming out, which is apparently solid. It's completely solid wire mesh fence. It's incredible technology, it's incredible engineering as to how they make that happen. But then that just spins out on its own. Then that black car, nice black and yellow car comes over. Number 28, Spax. And I swear he's looking at me. Just thinking, this is happening. I can even see him from here. He's just gonna hide now. He's gonna hide away. His car's already a bit beaten up. He knows it's about to get completely demolished. And he just goes. His car, is he gonna flip? Is he gonna do a nice big flip? Oh, you can see that dent in there. I love the look of that. Oh, that's beautiful. And that one just bounces off into, again, the brilliantly engineered fence. That's why I love this game. That's why I love this race. That's why I wanted to show this off.
That's a win!
Ideally. My original plan was to do a comparison between Grid and Grid 2. What? But obviously there are issues with Grid 2 being captured. This is so weird. Oh no, that's absolutely not right. So instead, I've decided to change it up a bit. I'm trying to go for classic games that I used to enjoy playing years ago. One that I happen to have on Steam that I bought in sale recently is Peggle. You probably don't know what this game is, but let me show you. So I've just played one level to get into the game again, just to remind myself what it is that happens, what you've got to do. And this one is a much better example of the game and some of its core mechanics. So I'm going to start off by explaining this little green one, this little green peg here. It gives you a nice little bonus. The point of the game is to get rid of all of the orange pegs in each round. Ideally you want to get rid of all of them, but you want to focus on the orange ones because you can only progress if you get rid of all the orange ones. But you also get the purple one down here. That's a nice little points boost. So for my very first shot, I'm going to go straight to this green one. And see if I can bounce it back off. So it goes all the... I was going to say so it goes all the way over to the other side, but that just didn't happen. But what that green one did for this character, it gave me a nice little couple pairs of flippers. And you can just keep going, just until it ends up in the middle, which will get me or until I mess it up, like that. There you go, that's another thing, that's a long shot bonus. So if you go like a massive distance between different pegs, you get a nice little bonus for it. It's satisfying, this game. Very fun. Very simple. But you can just kill a bit of time with it if you're bored. And there are multiplayer bits you can play as well. I used to play it with my brother. It's just a good simple game that we wouldn't argue over. So the little bucket you can see at the bottom. If you get the ball in that, you get another ball. You just don't lose the one you're using. That was cool. And I've really got to focus on getting the rest of these little orange pegs. And this is going to go on for a while. Right, I'm going to try and go for a skill shot here and bounce off this purple one into that one. And I reckon about there. Oh, that was so close to going in. See if I can get lucky with the bucket. Nope. So let's just hit it. 50,000, I'm happy with that. This happens at the end of each round. So, there you go. I got a lot of style points for that. I'm happy with that. Let's do another round. Oh, this is perfect. I can show off another one of the different characters. So you get different characters. So when you hit the little green peg, they each have their own little special bonus that you can use. So that one is for the flipper. That one is, I think you get an extra ball. That one is the bucket. Has like little extra wedges. It looks like a pyramid because he's Egyptian. Get it? That one I can't remember, and that one, the pretty little unicorn. I'll explain what that does in a second. You know, when you get this little line, it shows you where the ball's going to go. It will also give you an extra line telling you where the ball's going to go after that first bounce, which can be very crucial at the end. Now, this one turns the bucket into a bouncy ball, I think. So let's try and see what that does. I love the little plinky sounds in this game. Oh, I remember, it doesn't just turn it into the bouncy bit, it falls through and it goes all the way around again, although that seemed like a bit of a waste, so yeah, that sucked. It's off to a pretty good start, I think. I'm going to try and get rid of this one. Oh, and when you're playing, you can speed up these ones that move if you want to try and get them into the right position. Oh, long shot bonus, that's what I was going for. Let's see if I can hit the purple and get the orange at the same. Nah, bounce all the way. Ah. I should clear that one out, or not. Let's try and make up for that miserable mistake. Oh, I think I got 3 left. Oh, 3 ball, that's good. Let's get extra points. I really should clear out that another 3 ball. Perfect. I should go straight in and hit it. See if I can. Oh, 1 left, I reckon it. And the 3 ball. That was fantastic. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit this last one. Go 9,000. Fireworks, beautiful rainbow, and an extra boost from an extra 100,000 points. That was literally a third of the points was on that final little bit. And the next extra boost for winning on my very first try. That's about an hour's worth of recording and video. So let's see what I can make that into. See you soon. Hello again. So it's been a couple of days since I recorded that gameplay footage, and I have finished editing now. Now I've been able to find the time and get stuff done. See it all back there. So overall, I managed to take about 67 minutes of video, 67 minutes of footage, down to about 9 minutes and 5 seconds, I believe. So that's not too bad. The hardest thing is probably trying to make, as I said at the start, literally something out of nothing. I started recording the video on my computer with no sense of what I was actually going to make or what was going to come from it. The point behind that is to try and make it a challenge to see if I can edit something together out of nothing. And I think I'm comfortable in saying I've done an alright job. I'm kind of happy considering I haven't edited anything for about 4 years now. So another thing is, I have a challenge video that I want to try and film, just to get a bit of practice with multicam editing, which isn't something I've done before, and it's something I might be doing a lot more, fingers crossed, of in the future. I wanted to have this to have a bit of practice, say, editing vlogging style content, to really kind of tie the end off and kind of explain briefly what that video actually was. And I'm pretty tired now, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it here. As a final note, I just want to say thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.